Good morning. I am getting Instagram. Oh, let's see. Let's go live. An error occurred. Maybe oh, no, it's saying I'm live. Okay, am I live? Let's see, we'll go over here. If somebody's there, let's see, I don't have. How interesting. Okay, Shelly, it's saying that an error occurred, but it says that I'm live for 27 seconds. Oh, okay. Oh, I've got people joining. I've got people joining, so I think I had a little hiccup on the tech. Let me know if you're here and that you can hear me and all is well. My name's Kristen. I'm a magnesium advocate, and we are focused on all things magnesium with lots of squirrels thrown in because magnesium creates the foundation to activate your health. Soaking in magnesium. I'm not just talking about taking a pill, and don't get me wrong, pills can give you some benefit, but I want magnesium in the interstitial spaces around my red blood cells so that my organs have the proper amount of magnesium. And to do that, you need sea brine, never from flakes. Flakes do not do it. Never processed from flakes, never diluted, and from Zectine inside. It's the only mine in Europe certified for topical use. The only one. And if it doesn't say that, then it's not coming from there. And the sad thing is, there are several that say that, and it's still not coming from there. And so today, I want to talk about a problem that comes up a lot. My philosophy, and if you've been here before, let me know. My philosophy is magnesium shines the light on what your body needs. Sometimes, though, is what can happen is we've tried so many things that we look at it and go, oh, that doesn't work. On to the next thing. Let's back up a little bit and let's look at what magnesium might be shining the light on. Probably more over the last, I'm going to say 5 or 6 years, people will comment, leave a review, leave a comment on social media and say, Kristen, that magnesium makes my skin tingle. I do not like soaking in it. Oh, good morning, Kristen. Thank you so much for letting me know that everything was working. Thank you. It was a little hiccup. That magnesium makes my skin tingle, or it's uncomfortable or prickly sensation. I hate it. Let me share with you what's happening. It so far, every time, and every is a strong word, but every single person who's had that experience, who's been willing to keep going, because sometimes is what will happen, and I totally understand. You spend money, you've heard all of these great things on social media, our reviews are amazing. Thank you to those who have left reviews and shared your experience, and then you soak in it and you get this tingling sensation that for some people is actually a little bit uncomfortable. Magnesium shines the light on what your body needs. When that happens for almost 25 years, the solution has been that you need to soak in magnesium, because typically, not always, but typically it comes in when people are using the spray. Okay, so they're busy, maybe soaking. They weren't sure that they were that sold on the magnesium, or they wanted a simpler solution, and so they thought, oh, I'll just do the spray and I'll spray it on, and then aggravation kicks in. When that happens, it could be, I'm not a doctor, not diagnosing it. It typically is your interstitial spaces are very low in magnesium. And so when your body sees that, not sees, but your body has access to that magnesium, it pulls it up too fast, especially with the spray. It pulls it up too fast, and that's where that tingling sensation. Now, here's the number one education piece on my products. This product and this product are exactly the same thing. The dilution is the same. Exactly. They just come in different containers. I wanted something more portable to take in my car, to have in my go bag, to put at my desk by my office. This is the same thing as this. So why, when you apply this, are people having, that sensation, that tingling sensation, but they don't when they soak? This is going straight on the skin. If you're low in magnesium and you spray that straight on the skin and you're low in magnesium, your body will pull it up so fast, therefore the sensation. When you're soaking, you've got a little bit of water, you're spending 20 minutes absorbing. And so the uptake is a little bit slower, but it's a lot more powerful. You cannot spray on your body the amount of magnesium that you're soaking in. You cannot spray on your body and achieve magnesium cell saturation. Oops, hold on. Time to take the dogs out, but I already did it. I live by my timers. You cannot spray your way to cell saturation. You can soak your way to cell saturation. And so at that point, let's say you only bought the spray. And right now, Calm Black Friday is happening. And over these, I think until December 3rd, is it 3rd? Yeah, until December 3rd, we have some of our best pricing and different offers and all sorts of beautiful things that are going out on ads and emails and texts and all that thing. This is the best time of year to stock up. It's my gratitude sale. It is my way of saying thank you. We're here. Next year will be 25 years, and I still get to talk about magnesium. I did find a group of people that didn't want to chase symptoms, that wanted to create a strong foundation and recognized you don't do that in 3 days. You have to rebuild that foundation to rebuild your health. And so now is the best time to purchase either of these, Calm Black Friday, livingthegoodlifenaturally.com. Okay, let's get back to this. So let's say you just bought this and you spray it on your skin and it tingles. Well, because this is the same thing as this, let's take this, untwist it, pour a quarter cup either in the tub or in a foot soak. Either are equally efficient. And let's soak. The uptake is a little bit slower and a lot more magnesium because you're soaking in it. And again, never is a strong word. So far, I've never had someone not have the tingling sensation go away after doing 4 soaks. Most people, it's 2. Every once in a while, it's 1. After 4 soaks in a row, like, every 24 hours you're soaking, your body is uptaking more magnesium because you've soaked in a quarter a cup. And then you go to spray this on and it doesn't tingle because magnesium shines the light on what your body needs and you needed more magnesium. Now, second pathway that could be happening then that I want to help you be aware of. Good morning, Karen. Oh, Brooke. First of all, Brooke from YouTube, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Please remember, I'm not a doctor and I nursed my children and I'm super, I don't know, that mama bear comes in. I'm just really protective of nursing and making sure that everything's optimal for that baby and the bonding and all those beautiful things that happen. I'm not a doctor though. And so if you have concerns, please run it by your doctor. Magnesium, your body's level of magnesium while you nurse determines baby's magnesium levels. And I just have to be so careful. In 25 years, there's never been an issue. I'm not a doctor though. So you make the best decision for you, Brooke. During pregnancy and nursing, mama's magnesium levels dictate babies' magnesium levels because you're so connected. There's that beautiful connection. And it's one of my favorite times to watch as women soak. And it's a time that you soak once, but you get double the benefits. So there's a beautiful synergy there. Good morning. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad that it's helpful. Oh, Amy, welcome. I'm so glad you're here live too. Ellen, you've used them for over a year. Did you stock up during our Calm Black Friday sale? Because now is a great time to get them. Okay, I want to go the second pathway because if you have an open wound, magnesium chloride is a salt. If you're spraying this on an open wound, then it doesn't matter how much you soak in magnesium. Oops, let me get it this way. It doesn't matter how much you soak in magnesium, there will always be a burning sensation, and it's not appropriate to do that, right? We don't want to put magnesium. Or let's say you have a skin condition, a specific skin condition, and the acid mantle on your skin is too high or too low. There's lots of, psoriasis, eczema, those kinds of things. That's different. That's an acid mantle issue and different than the tingling from a low magnesium issue. But here is what happens is typically this is the most common scenario. They've bought just this and they're spraying, and then they're so frustrated and feel like the product doesn't work and actually made it worse. And that's why I do these lives, is to educate, to help people understand. Here are the patterns that I've seen that might help you. Healthy women have strong filters, and you always take information that you're learning from me, or in my opinion, anyone, your doctor, the internet, social media, anywhere, and you filter it through what is right for you. You are the CEO of your body. And so you are the ultimate one making those decisions. Oh, Brooke, this is a great question. Do you soak daily forever, or do you just sit for a while to balance your levels? Living the Good Life Naturally has two parts of the company. One is to make sure that I am sourcing the most beneficial, effective magnesium soak on the planet. Boom, I did that. And we are actually now, we've worked with our supplier for so long, and she loves that I'm focused on education. And so now we are the supplier for North America. And I have done that. That is accomplished in my business. And now the job is my daughter, who runs Team Good Life, they get it bottled and packaged. It's undiluted. It comes to you. My part now in the company is education, educating people how to do it. Soak for 20 to 45 minutes. In 20 minutes, your body gets approximately 80% of the magnesium. You only need a quarter of a cup. In 45 minutes, you've utilized approximately in the 95 to 98% of magnesium. In the beginning, I like the 30-day challenge where you soak every day for 30 days and then you test your levels. It's not the right time for everyone. My goal is more than just magnesium. My goal is to end magnesium deficiency by 2055 and to make sure that the actions that I've taken in my company have helped women to wake up feeling better, because I am convinced that when you wake up feeling good and ready to start your day, you change the world. Your entire experience of the day, you go from, oh, just 5 more minutes, I'm so exhausted, how am I going to make it through this day? Which we all wake up with some of those days. We had a stomach flu hit our family, and I woke up with some, oh my gosh, days. But not every day. When you wake up feeling good, you create better things around you and you lift the people that you love and your community, and then outside of your community, and that ripple force, and it creates a better environment for children. And when children are raised in communities where women feel good, nervous system regulation happens more easily. If you are someone who is struggling to get your numbers up, the number one thing that I wish I would have understood after my health crash, that I was in that wheelchair having seizures at 70, like 4-ish pounds, my hair gone, my eyelashes, tubes coming in, tubes going out. The number one thing that I wish I would have understood is nervous system regulation comes first before all of the things that we look at and buy to put in our cupboards to create health. Magnesium is the number one mineral needed to help you balance your nervous system easily and lock it in. I would love to invite you December 2nd. I am doing a magnesium masterclass. Now, this is our magnesium moment, you and I today on social media, where we talk a little bit. I can't see your face though, and so I don't know if what I'm saying is really helping. And I do once a month, and it's free class. I do a magnesium masterclass, and that's where we go a little bit deeper. We do movements. We just go a little bit deeper, and that is coming up. It's the first Monday of every month. Yeah, Shelly's helping me. It's the first Monday of every month. It's next Monday. If you want to be a part of that class, today would basically, you need to get on that list now so that the email comes to you. It only goes to the Good Life Journal, which is my email newsletter, and you have to show up on video. It keeps me safe, it keeps the people in my class safe, and it creates deeper connection. If that's not a good fit for you, no problem. That is my boundary. I hold that boundary strongly, and you're taken out of the class. I have people to help me take you out of the class if you're not showing up by video. The world's a different place now, and I've just had things happen on classes, and that is my boundary. Showing up by video for the Magnesium Masterclass. This next one is actually on my birthday. I haven't completely finished creating what's going to happen, but we're going to do something fun together, and we go deeper on magnesium, and I would love to invite you to be a part of that. You can't, if you're not on the email newsletter, you can't decide the day of the class to put your email in and then get the link. You have to be on it beforehand. You have to be on it before and making sure that you're opening that email so you'll get the link. If you don't open the email, you don't get the link. When you open those emails that come to you, it shows, hey, this person wants these emails. And I would love to have you join us on that class. Okay. Let's see. Did I answer all of that question? Oh, let me go to the private chat from Instagram. Instagram, I love, man, you guys just hop right on, and you've got the most your questions just immediately start coming in. Oh, no, it does not, Nancy Davis. The plastic bottle does not. Ideally, I would ship it in glass. It would raise the cost of the magnesium about $15, and there would have to be a shipping and handling fee because glass breaks. And it was a massive quandary that I still am always looking for ways that I could switch that over to glass. And so I opted to go with a plastic that has been tested. It does not bleach. It does not denature the product. It is the best option under glass for this to go in. And a lot of people will hear me say, don't soak in plastic. And then they'll be like, lady, you ship it in plastic. What a charlatan. So let me expand that a little bit to those people who have had that running through their minds. You're not soaking in the container that it comes in. Soaking in plastic stops the uptake. When you soak in plastic, it doesn't allow the uptake. I've seen that over and over again through thermal imaging. And so soaking in a Pyrex in glass is best. A glass Pyrex dish most people have in their home, or they can easily thrift or go somewhere, to a big box store and grab a Pyrex dish, a casserole pan. There are different sizes. So even up to a size 13 foot can find a Pyrex casserole dish that you can soak in. And so the plastic does not change the uptake. If you soak and put your feet in plastic, that changes the uptake. Okay. Oh, do you need to soak if you take it in pill form? Jerry, this really depends on your goals with magnesium. My goal is optimal magnesium levels. And because of modern society, because of the lack of magnesium in our food, because of nervous system dysregulation, because we have a higher magnesium burn rate than our grandparents did, we're not at magnesium cell saturation, where there's magnesium around all of your cells for your organs. A pill cannot get you there. So a pill to me doesn't meet my goal of soaking in magnesium. Now, does it benefit? Absolutely. Does it get you to cell saturation? No. You would have to take too much and it would cause stomach issues. And soaking in transdermal magnesium, a sea brine, never processed from flakes, ever. If you're buying magnesium and sending me an email that says, Kristen, I love all your education. I found it cheaper though. And I recognize that economy plays a part of our health. That's a part of a conversation of health. But in my opinion, watered down magnesium made from flakes is the most expensive stuff out there, because it will take you 10, 20, 30 times longer to get to cell saturation. If you're buying magnesium, ask them, is this reconstituted from flakes? Think of a raw egg and a cooked egg. Once you cook the egg, you can't get the choline levels back. You can't shake it. You can't squash it. You can't crack it. There's nothing you can do. The egg has changed. The nutrients have changed. Magnesium is the same way. Once it's processed into a flake, it can never go back to the ultimate beneficial magnesium that will get you to cell saturation. And think of processed foods. We know that even though on the back of that processed food it says 100% of this and 70% of this and all these good things, we know that it doesn't give us that because it's processed. Flakes are processed. Dead sea flakes are processed, aren't even clean enough to make metals with. Magnesium flakes are processed, and by sprinkling them back in water, they're creating a massive profit margin. My goal is you create health. That's my goal. I was sick. I've been there. I've rebuilt my health. I'm maintaining my health now. And it's not about sprinkling flakes, shaking it, and selling it to someone. The sea brine, this comes straight to the lab from that seabed, the strata that it's pulled from. If you're buying someone else's magnesium, ask them, where's your mine? Can I visit it? If you want to meet me in the Netherlands, I'll meet you. We can walk through the mine and you can see exactly how it's processed, and that this is not diluted and it's the real deal. It's the right stuff. And so if your goal is like me to have optimal magnesium levels, Jerry, then my recommendation would be yes. And it's Calm Black Friday. This is my gratitude sale. My first Calm Black Friday, I had, I think 3 types of lotion with 6 or 12 bottles, and people came to my home and they bought some magnesium and they bought some lotion, and we've been going strong ever since. It's gratitude. I get to still talk about magnesium. There's things we're discovering, and I found a group of people that love talking about magnesium as much as I do. These are the best prices that will be happening over this next, we're about halfway through, I believe, but the best pricing that I can do. And we've got different little surprises and goodies happening throughout these next couple of weeks. And so this is a great time to stock up on these things. Calm Black Friday happening now. Okay. So Croyer0561 purchased the soap months ago. And I love the fact that you're getting close to taking action because it sounds like it might just be sitting there. This is another reason I do the lives, is to remind people, take the magnesium off your shelf and use it. Quarter of a cup. Come on, this is a great time of year to hop on and make sure your magnesium levels are strong, because we know that if vitamin D is low, magnesium had to drop first. It activates your stored vitamin D into active vitamin D and helps you build a stronger immune system. Should I get my mag levels tested first? Years and years ago, when I started working with women, and yes, it works for men, my focus is women. When I started working with women, absolutely, I would test their magnesium levels. And then I realized it was a waste of time and money because most people came back low. Like, I think I had 3 or 4 that were in the sixes, and everybody else came below 6.3. And so they needed that magnesium because of the cost of the test, because a lot of people have to drive. Like, I have to drive to Ogden, so about 30 minutes to go get it. I personally don't do it. Absolutely, you can. And I do think it's incredibly important to get the test if you're able to after the 30-day challenge, because that's going to tell you how your body is holding the magnesium. And if you're not holding the magnesium, how frustrating, right? Well, magnesium shining the light that we've got an issue at the cellular level holding your minerals. Excuse me, we got to get that taken care of. And magnesium just told you the next door to open to build that foundation strong. And most of the time, taurine, adding some taurine and or boron, if appropriate for you. And those are very individualized. You can't just go take a lot of each of those, because it really depends on your body and where you're at with thyroid function and hormone balance and those kinds of things. Those 2 nutrients will help you to hold on to that magnesium. And I realized, though, after the 30-day challenge, if that happens, it can be frustrating. You just got the best feedback, though, because you know exactly what you need to do. If you don't ever hold the minerals at the cellular level, all of the things that you're doing won't work efficiently, because you need magnesium to regulate your nervous system. Health is not built in a dysregulated nervous system. And let's talk just a little bit about, I want to hop back over here and make sure. Oh, Buffy, this is a great question. Read somewhere that to absorb the magnesium, that you should add a 1/4 cup of baking soda. Absolutely, you can add baking soda. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I want to be careful talking about this, because sometimes those of us who have had health issues for a while, perfectionism is one of the patterns that has walked us away from being healthy. And if someone hears, a lot of people this happens to, if someone hears, oh, you need this and you need that and you need this and you need that to make it optimal, they never get soaking in magnesium. If you don't have baking soda to throw in magnesium, don't let that stop you from soaking in magnesium. Will you get a boost of efficiency? Absolutely, you will. It can also be harder if you do it every single time. It can be a little bit harder on the acid mantle on your skin. So, for example, if I'm feeling really brain foggy, I will take some baking soda, because that's a gut issue. I'll take some baking soda with some lemon juice and drink that. And it just is like clears that brain fog. If you do that every single day, you're going to drop the hydrochloric acid, which is absolutely mandatory for optimal health, because baking soda is so powerful. And so it's not something to use every single time you soak, because you will start to see the acid mantle on your skin change. But absolutely, you can throw a 1/4 cup in. I hope that helped. And I'm so glad that soaking has made such a difference. Oh, Amy, yes, crock pot. My mom uses a crock pot. A lot of people like a crock pot in the winter time when the water starts to cool down. I use an insulated water bottle with really, really warm water and just add a little bit more to mine as it cools down. And that has helped me maintain that temperature. Some people don't want to use I know the comments that are going to come after the live, and they'll talk about lead in the crock pot. And is that a safe option? You have to determine that for yourself. There have been some lead issues in crock pots, and it's not in all of them, and it depends on when it was. Always make the best decision for you on what you're soaking in. Many people soak in crock pots and get maximum benefit from that. Okay, so Amy, I hope that helped. Let's see, Christina, should you not consume certain things around the time you soak? I've done extensive testing on this. And the only thing that I saw a difference on, and we did this through thermal imaging, where you can actually see the magnesium as you're soaking and see how the uptake. We did not do this one through blood work. Okay. So this one's where how long to soak, how much magnesium was done with blood work and thermal imaging in groups of women. This one was only done through thermal imaging. And the only one we saw a big difference in, that the magnesium would just tank, it'd go up and then it would tank, is soda. And it didn't matter if it was diet soda or what my family calls regular soda. That was the only food that we consistently saw the same patterns with the decrease going down. Now, can you drink soda and still soak in magnesium and get benefit? Absolutely, you can. And it's about imperfect action. Living the good life naturally is all about reminding myself that I've gotten here and created my health imperfectly. And taking imperfect action got me healthier than stressing out over making it perfect. That kept me in a dysregulated nervous system. But yes, that was the one across the board that we just saw. And it made me think that it's not even as much the sugar in the soda as something that's in the soda, because it happened with diet sodas also. And so there's something, and I didn't investigate any further in that. It would be such a fun study to do, to really dive deep on that and figure out and have lots of things set up so you knew and could say, oh, it's this exactly or this. I didn't take it that far, but we did see that across the board in regular and diet soda. Great question. I don't think I've ever gotten that one. Trying to think, I love it. I don't think I've ever shared that part of my testing before. That's why I love these, is your questions help me remember stuff over the last 25 years. Yes, Buffy, imperfect action. I tried to do everything perfectly, and you will see sick people who don't feel well that are still trying to do things perfectly. And that perfectionism is a part of my journey, and I keep an eye out for it. It's still a part of my journey. I'm okay with that. I know what to do. Sometimes I recognize it faster than other times. Other times I don't even recognize it, and that's okay. It's part of the journey, right? I do see people that are willing to break through and take imperfect action, getting healthier than those who are still trying to make everything perfect, the perfect water, the perfect container, the perfect amount of baking soda, the perfect amount of time, all of those things. And so imperfect action has gotten me where I'm at today. Okay. Yes, and we did that. And we did do that, Christina, Christina asked a question about the soda. So we did that with non-caffeinated sodas also. So Diet 7-Up and 7-Up. Oh, I probably shouldn't say brand names, so I'm doing that. There's all sorts of things that they like drop. Who sees this? And if you've enjoyed any of this information, I'd love it if you would share this with your friends, because that helps me get the word out that this is the best time of the year to buy magnesium soak. It's my gratitude sale. It's my way of saying thank you. It's so interesting when I bring on new consultants in the company to help me in spots I don't know how to do, that they always say, you can't sell it for that. You can't do that. And yes, I can. It's my gratitude sale. And it's what I live for and team works for. And I love doing it. And I will continue to do it. And I hope that if you haven't used it before, you recognize that our Calm Black Friday, this is a great way to introduce yourself to magnesium. Or maybe you're like me and you like a stock up and you like to make sure you've got what you need. This is a great time to do it because of that sale price. And we will, well, okay, now I have to say it because I can't go there. Anyway, there will be some price increases coming, just bringing things in from a different country and some other things that have happened. And so a great time right now. Stock up on magnesium. Calm Black Friday is happening now until December 3rd. Lots of different sales and specials and things happening throughout the 3 weeks. Gifts. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I showed you the gifts. I don't have one right here. It's gone. But it's our lip balm kit with stickers and oh, is it?
In the back.
Oh, in the back. Oh, sorry. So you get this lip balm kit. It's got stickers in there. It's got all of our lip balms as a 20% off coupon. Really fun stickers that we're going to do something later on. Don't get rid of those stickers, because if you've got those stickers later, you just might enjoy what we're going to do with them. And it's also got some of our best-selling holiday scent lotions happening. So you get one of these, either candy cane or winter fig. We used to have numerous scents that would come out, and then as the company grew and our space and our focus is magnesium, we had to drop these, and my daughter Meg pulled it off. And so this is a gift that you get one of these. So it's just a great time to buy magnesium during Calm Black Friday. Oh, the magnesium cream has helped plantar fasciitis. I rub it in every night. Thank you for sharing that with me. I hear that all of the time, because the reason that I soak is to create the same environment in my body that's found in the ocean when it comes to magnesium and calcium. And most of us, and if you're experiencing health issues, part of the problem is being calcium dominant. And so my goal is creating a magnesium-rich environment. The ocean is 3 parts magnesium to 1 part calcium. And most of us are anywhere from 3 to 7 parts calcium to 1 part magnesium. And your calcium becomes more usable when you have the magnesium. Calcium is so incredibly important. You have to have more magnesium than calcium. And we're creating these calcium dominant environments, and it changes how you dream. It changes your hormone balance. It changes your energy levels. It changes your personality. How you interact with people changes. And so creating that magnesium rich environment is a part of why I soak in magnesium, so that my body mirrors that of the ocean on magnesium and calcium dominance. Okay, let's see here. There was another one. Okay. It's interesting, Buffy, and I think on this one, because the type of caffeine that's used, the quantity, the quality, because caffeine can be very beneficial in the right situation at the right time. And so that's where I always say healthy women have strong filters, even in a study, because here's the thing. I love studies. I love science. Science is only as good as what we understand today. And if I would have stuck with the science that magnesium did not penetrate your skin, I never would have found this, because I would have said, oh, well, now we know, updated studies show us that your sweat glands and are what uptake the magnesium and get it into your body. And you have the most sweat glands in your feet. That's why soaking in a bowl of water or soaking in the tub is as efficient, because of the increase of sweat glands in your feet, and your feet uptake that magnesium. Now, there are times I just want a bath and I just love a good warm bath. Efficiency, it does not make it more efficient, which I thought it would. It made just common sense that it would, but testing, it does not. And so making sure that we're adjusting things to what our body needs is incredibly important. Oh my gosh, thank you, Vanessa and Shelley. Vanessa just sent out a blessed Thanksgiving to you. So Shelley's waving back and saying thank you. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. The cocoa and cream, it smelled so good. Oh, yes, that Cocoa Absolute is amazing on your skin. No, okay, so I just got a question from Buffy. Are the seasonal lotions, these go out in your order? One, but I don't have a sophisticated enough website to have you choose it yet. And so team just grabs one or the other. And so you can't choose which one you're getting. They are not for sale. The only way you can get these is if you order. Now, we might make more depending on time and have them for sale that first week or two in December, but I don't even know if that's going to happen. So my simple answer is no, they are not for sale. It's only when you place an order that you get one or the other. Okay, let's see over here. Okay, I think, the blood test called for your magnesium levels. Blood testing is magnesium red blood cell. And I think Shelley can throw that up so that you can click right to that, because there are several different ones. And the link that we're sending you to is the one that I like. There's serum and there's red blood cell for magnesium. Serum, it's so important for your body just to be there and have that 1% magnesium in your serum, that it will pull from your organs, your heart, your bones, your brain, kidney, pancreas, digest. It will pull from everything to keep your serum at 1%. I want more than just survival for my body. I want to thrive. And having my red blood cells tested tells me what access my organs have to that magnesium. And you can just go online, buy the test. Always check before you buy it, though, if you have a lab in your area. A dear friend, and she's taken tons of my classes, and I just adore her, Amber. It's hours from her. She lives in Midwest area, and she has to travel like 6 hours. And so it's not something that she would just go do without planning. So please make sure when you go to that website, you can determine before you buy the test how close your lab is. My home in Morro Bay, California, I have 20 within a 5-mile radius. Here in Logan, Utah, I have to drive to Ogden. And so it depends on what's around you. So please make sure to check that. You pay for the test online, you go into the lab, and then they upload your results. Another question that will come up with the magnesium red blood cell is, I always say 6.3. That is my goal. But the lab, if you're doing the magnesium red blood cell, will tell you that 5 is the goal. Years and years ago, they dropped the standard because nobody was achieving cell saturation. I didn't drop my standard just because more Americans are sick. And so I've maintained that my goal is 6.3 or above, and I still consider that magnesium cell saturation, but the lab now will tell you it's 5. And so again, healthy women have strong filters. You have to filter what works best for you. I stick with my goal is 6.3. If you stick with 5, that's great. And I applaud the fact that you made the best decision for you. Okay, let's go over. I think I hit. Okay. Oh, the lotion at night helps my restless legs. I am actually today going to be doing a lot of little short videos to go online about restless leg syndrome and the role magnesium plays. For some people, it's the only thing they need to add, and then other people need more layers. And it depends on a lot of things in your body. I am so glad that the lotion, this is how it gets shipped, that the lotion has made a difference for you. Call Black Friday, our best pricing. We've got lots of different deals and specials that are happening throughout this Calm Black Friday sale. And please know that this is my gratitude sale. This is the best pricing that I can give you. And it happens once a year. And I love the fact that this is helping the restless legs. Please remember, I'm not a doctor, not diagnosing, not prescribing, not telling you what to do, just sharing with you feedback that I've gotten. And I love the fact, Williams at Home, that it's helped with your restless legs, because that keeps you awake at night. And if you are not getting restorative sleep, you wake up with a dysregulated nervous system. And if your nervous system is dysregulated, then you're not, all of the things that you're doing aren't working as efficiently to create better health. If you've ever thought, oh, I've tried so many things and nothing works for me, let's look at your nervous system. And on my class on December 2nd, that is held on Zoom, so I can see your beautiful face, we can have more interaction. It's a free class. I'd love to have you join. The only people who get that link are those who are on my Good Journal email newsletter, and you have to be opening those emails and telling the server, not me, telling the server, hey, I want these emails. And then that way you'll get that link coming to you. I'd love to have you join that class. We are going to be focused a little bit of what we do. I learned a new movement that I want to share. And on that class, I go toward the back and we do some different movements to help regulate nervous system. And I've learned a new one that was really fast, really easy, and really powerful, and probably is at the top of what I'm using right now. And again, it's not about using all of our tools at once. It's about building a tool belt so that you have different tools that you can pull out as situations arise. Like one of my tools is about to happen, and that's I do not scroll on social media after December 1st. I go to this place in my head that I want to make every recipe and create every craft and do all the things. And then I become incredibly dissatisfied with my home and what's happening. And then when that happens, the people around me don't feel all the love. They're feeling stressed that I'm not in a present moment to be with them. And so that's just one of the things that I've learned. It used to be magazines that I quit looking at. Now it's social media. And I won't scroll on that social media because it creates this dissatisfaction. And I want my tree to look like her tree. And I want my recipes to look that fabulous. And I want my family all up and dressed. And guess what? I have two that aren't going to be. And I know it. And it's okay, because is what matters is that we're there with each other, or calling each other, or loving on each other, or sharing memories, or whatever, however it works. And doing that helps me regulate my nervous system. So how we live our lives can also play a role in regulating our nervous system. And I can't wait to share a couple of things that I've learned in that class. This is the Magnesium Moment. That's the Magnesium Masterclass happening December 2nd. Shelley has put the link up so that you can join the Good Life newsletter, and that's the only place that that link goes out. And let me share this with you. I have a boundary, and this is my boundary. To join that class, you must be on video. And the last time that we did it, we had people, because teams there, and they'll pull you out when you're not on video after you've been asked to turn it on. And then people just kept hopping back on. And it made it that team was not able to do the other support things behind the scene that helps me get more benefit to those people who took the time to show up for the class. And so here is the new boundary. You show up without video, you're gone. I will make it very clear before the video starts. We were not going to do this back and forth, and making team do busy work when there's other things that they can be doing so that I can share more resources from that time we had together on the live. That is my boundary. I hold it strong. And if that's a good fit for you, I would love to have you on my Magnesium Masterclass. Healthy women hold strong boundaries. And sometimes one of the layers of not feeling well is we don't hold that boundary strongly, or we have the boundary in our head, but we don't communicate it. That's where mine is. I've got the boundary and then I don't communicate it. And then stress happens. And when stress goes up, magnesium goes out. And it's not just about soaking here at Living the Good Life Naturally. Soaking and then understanding the ways we can become more efficient so we're soaking less often. So there's two parts to Living the Good Life Naturally. And I'd love to share with you more details on the part of how to hold magnesium more efficiently. And that will be happening on the Magnesium Masterclass, happening December 2nd. The class is free. You have to have the link. Join today if you're not on that, because it does take a couple of days for the software to connect up and get everything sent out to you. I would love to have you on that class. Wishing you all the best. There are so many holidays that are happening right now and different traditions for different families and how they celebrate. And remember, and I'm reminding myself of this when I say this, that it's not about how perfectly it looks or if ours is the same as theirs. It's about being in the moment and being present with those that we love. And that is what changes lives. Healthy women are connected women. Let's focus on connection. And when we're connected to our minerals, magnesium being the master mineral, it changes how we interact with people. We become more flexible. We become more regulated. And the people that we love as women will carry some of our stress. They will help us, but let's help them and not have them carry our stress. Let's stay in charge of our own regulation, and soaking magnesium helps you to do that. Oh, it was so great being with you, and looking forward to the Magnesium Masterclass happening December 2nd. See you then. Bye-bye. End live video.